All right, this is our Xfinity tweet of the night. This comes from Manny Sanguillen, one of the best opposite field hitters you're ever going to find in a Pirate uniform over the years. From Maz, my friend, my brother, we had so much fun together. We joked a lot. He made me an honorary member of the Polish family. Maz taught me how to play golf, eat kielbasa for breakfast. He would eat it with 6 eggs. He was very humble and kind-hearted.
Holy cow!
6 eggs. Now, you live till 89, whatever works for you, you got to do. But Maz was exactly what he described there, Andrew, and it's a shame that we lost him. It's been a tough week and a half here with not only him, but Mike Wagner, prior to that, Elroy Face. Those are 3 big-time stars in Pittsburgh sports history. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, Bill Mazeroski authored, I think, the greatest sports moment in Pittsburgh history. I would say the Immaculate Reception is more famous just because of how football resonates all over the world, or all over America now. But Game 7 walk-off, it doesn't get any more dramatic than that in the World Series. He still is the only man that holds that honor. To do it against the vaunted Yankees at the time with Mickey Mantle, Roger Maris, and all those guys, just incredible stuff. And the crazy part about it is, really, he should be better known or more well-known for his defense, because that's what got him to the Hall of Fame. You could make the argument that he's in the conversation as the greatest defensive second baseman of all time. I don't think he has the most Gold Gloves, but you'd be hard-pressed if you ask people that have watched baseball for 50, 60 years who the best second baseman they ever saw was play the position, and his name would come up right away. And I would say, and you obviously have way more experience with Bill than I did, Bob, but, you know, just to put it in context for people, my own personal dealings, the only big star athlete who I thought was more introverted, as far as more humble, someone who didn't ever want the center of attention, was Troy. That's it. I mean, Polamalu, and now obviously different kind of looks and personalities, but 2 men that almost felt weird talking about themselves and what they accomplished. Yeah. Do you agree with that?
Yes, 2 unassuming guys, and they never put the spotlight, never still do, never wanted to. And even after, almost if you watch Mazeroski's Hall of Fame acceptance speech, it didn't last long because he couldn't put it into words, and he felt uncomfortable talking about him, and he would never want to do that. Yeah. So that's a great point. All right, we got a lot of calls. Let's get to it. Number 1 Cochrane Go One Better caller of the night. We'll begin with Steve in Gibsonia, who joins us tonight. Hey, Steve, go ahead.
Hey, how are you today?
Good. What's up?
I have a question about Sidney Crosby's injury. I didn't hear anything on it. Is he going to be out for a while, or is he playing right away?
They're not giving you much information, and it looks like, if I'm going to guess here, based on the fact he didn't play over the weekend, and specifically in the gold medal game, that he's going to be out for a few weeks. And I would not rush him back. If it's an MCL, which most people think it is, it depends on what kind of grade it is. There's no reason to do it until you're 100% right with him. You know, Andrew, he has played in just about every game in the last 4 years for the Penguins. I think he's missed just 2 out of 4 years. So he takes pride in that, but this must be, you know, something that just does not allow him to do what he wants to do or capable of on the ice.
Yeah, it's tough to gauge here because he said he was close to playing. And you wonder if that same standard counts for regular season games coming up for the Penguins. The interesting thing is, there's this rumor out there that none of these guys coming back from the Olympics are going to play anytime soon. And I'm not just talking about Sidney Crosby, but apparently some of these American players, they don't think are going to play this week. Like, there's a lot of question now whether or not Jack Hughes is going to play in this game Thursday night here, Bob.
Well, he's got a game Wednesday night too, doesn't he? It's a home game.
But Lindy Ruff of the Sabres said he didn't think any American players would play until next week.
Hungover?
He talked, I don't know what, but they're out in Los Angeles doing party stuff. Then they're going to go to they're going to go to the State of the Union on Tuesday. That's no practice time back with your team. I know these are all star players and they've been playing hockey, but I didn't expect that. I mean, to me, it's great that these guys represented their countries, got to play in the Olympics. But if they're going to take games off when they return to the NHL, you know, that's not giving the NHL the bump and the momentum that they want from these games. So I would like to think all healthy players get back on the ice pretty soon here.
I would agree with that. I hope that's the case for sure. Let's go out to Jim in Green Tree, who joins us right now. Hey, Jim, what's up? Jim.
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
All right, what's up?
Hey, the quarterback for the show should be Howard. and then the backup should be Mason Rudolph.
Well, it may be that or reversal with another guy coming in if it's not Rodgers. And the thing about this whole thing is we talk about the combine now. I think they got to go, and I heard you today talk about wide receiver. I agree a lot with what you said. They need to turn that position. If Rodgers is coming back and if this is the plan to try to win now, then they better give him as many weapons as they can. And that receiving room is kind of thin right now. So they have 5 of the top 100 picks. They can turn first round, second round if they wanted to, or they have free agent options. So I think that's going to be the way they go, at least to start this draft.
And I think they should do both. I think they should acquire somebody who's an NFL player now, and I think they should draft one in the first round. And if you do that with DK Metcalf, well, all of a sudden you got something. And it's been a problem for 2 years. You were the first guy to say they should have kept George Pickens last year. I think ultimately you were right about that, Bob. What I would never do, though, is give him a franchise tag or give him a long-term deal.
And I said that then.
Okay,
I said my plan would be 1 year, take advantage of him, and let him go.
Yep.
Dallas is now faced with the same problem.
And it sounds like from what Stephen Jones said at the Combine, like they do have some misgivings about even putting the franchise tag on him because they think he's going to blow off everything in the offseason, from mini camp to training camp to the preseason, and not sign until the last second and pull like a Le'Veon Bell situation. So, yeah, I think absolutely. I mean, regardless of what you do at quarterback, you've got whoever plays quarterback, you've got to get them more weapons and more guys. And the draft has really good receivers in it, so why not take one early?
One of the deepest that they've had in quite some time. Jay in Pittsburgh joins us right now on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Hey, Jay.
Hey, good evening, guys.
What's up?
I have one question. First, I want to say that I know it's preseason. I mean, it's preseason for the baseball, but I'm very excited about the Pirates. I want to ask you, who do you think has to have a breakout year? One bat that can have a breakout year to put the Pirates over the top.
O'Neal Cruz would be my answer, and he has to do it in a way they think he can. Bob Pompeani, Andrew Fillipponi back with you. Let's go back to the lines. Chuck in Uniontown. Chuck, make it quick, please, if you don't mind. Chuck? Okay. Well, you made it quick. So, I think it's going to be interesting to see what the Pirates do the coming weeks and who's going to step. I think it's important for them to get a quick start. I mean, unlike last year, if they fall behind, puts a lot of pressure on everybody. But of all the guys in that batting lineup, again, I think it's O'Neal Cruz who has to take the biggest step. Would you agree, or do you think someone else has to do that as well?
Well, I mean, in terms of guys who have like the ability to put up much better stats than next year, yeah. Or last year, yes. I mean, Brandon Lau hit 31 home runs. Ryan O'Hearn was good for 2 teams last year. Mm-hmm. I would say Ozuna would be another one of those guys, Bob. If he gets back to the player he was 2 years ago, you want to talk about jumps. If he comes anywhere remotely close to that, well, then you've got one of the best hitters in baseball on your team, and you got him for really peanuts compared to what he can produce.
Right. Yeah, and if that's the case, he was, 4th in the MVP valuing that year. So, I mean, the guy can certainly
Bob, you're
play.
my MVP.
And you're my MVP too, Pony. Pony and Pomp. See that? We once had a podcast together. Whatever happened to that one, Pony? I have no idea. It just went away.
Good question.
All right, that's going to do it
See
for
you,
us.
Bob.
Have a good night. See you tomorrow, Andrew. And that's going to do it for us. Thank you, as always, for calling and answering your phone and answering our calls when we call you, especially here every night on the Nightly Sports Call. Have a good night. We'll see you again tomorrow night.